This is just a few questions from Chicago. I'm Marc Sims, your host, and Marcia Logan's my guest. Marcia Logan is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and
Hey,
Marcia. I got hyped up this morning because I was watching. They was talking about conspiracy theories on Facebook, and people, where are the facts? Where are the facts? And I'm like, what are facts? I mean, what are
right.
facts right now? Who do you, Marcia Logan? Who do you believe right now? I mean, in the context of this COVID virus, do you believe Anthony Fauci or somebody else? Come on.
I do not believe Anthony Fauci because every day he comes out with another. It's like he contradicts himself from minute to minute, from day to day. And science is supposedly exact, and you have, where are the other scientists? Where's the other side of it? People are saying, how are you supposed to build up an immunity to this disease if we're staying in the house and we're not allowing ourselves to be in the room, to be out in the air? You know, I, Vaccines, right? They keep saying vaccines are the super cure to this. But what does a vaccine do? It's the disease is placed inside of your body so that your body can build up an immunity. Well, if we're hiding from the disease, how are we going to build up an immunity to it?
No,
You
we're
know,
not.
it
We're,
just
we're not doctors. We're regular people. And what I'm trying
right.
to say is, too many regular people like us are just taking this crap from the authorities. Why?
Yeah.
Why aren't we pushing back as a citizenry?
Because we're scared. And fear will allow you to give up everything, including your freedoms, without question. Now, this is supposedly the home of the free, right? And all that. But we, within the last month, have given up our jobs. We've given up our liberties, our ability to just roam. We can't go outside. And we're also giving up our neighbors' rights to go outside and just, our ability to assemble. We can't do anything. And we've got little, cosmots, our neighbors, peeking out the window, wanting to tell on us, wanting to call the police. We've become a police state, in effect. And we're not questioning why this is happening. Remember, this is only supposed to be a 2-week quarantine. We're staring at a month. Schools here are not even going to go back in before the end of the year. So
Well,
these children have
I
lost.
think California's talking about the second week of May now.
Well, Philadelphia, our schools are done. They're not going back. They've
And,
already said
and
it. They're
I
not
don't have
going
a
back.
problem. See, that's what I mean. I'm not a supporter of President Trump. I don't have a real problem with Anthony Fauci per se. My thing is that, where are the other voices? Where are the other scientists? Now you go watch some
See,
conspiracy theory scientists. I'm hearing these other scientists. I know they part of some conspiracy theory and all this kind of craziness, but they have a point. We have to
right,
start going back at some point, like soon.
right. Why is it just because Anthony Fauci says it, it makes it true? He's a scientist. Isn't science about hypotheses
They're
and
guessing. They're
data?
guessing until they actually know. It's
Exactly.
called
But
studying till you
but
actually
that's
know.
not math. That's not science.
Well, it is science because you're just guessing. You're just figuring out stuff and looking at this until you actually know. And no one
Right.
actually knows right now. Everybody's
Exactly.
guessing.
Exactly. But normally the public is not in on the computation part. Like you said, the guessing until you know. We normally get the information after at least some studies have been done. We're not even allowing them to do studies. He's saying, oh, the world is black today. Oh, it's purple tomorrow. And we're like, oh, yeah, you're right, it's black. No, no, no,
And
you're right, it's purple. How about we get some proof? How about we get some other side? How about we get some data to back this up? Every day you're saying something different, and every day we're just like lapping it up like Pavlov's dog, like the Pied Piper. Whatever you say, we're just going to follow along. And it bothers me because everybody was talking about martial law. Martial law is where we are. Martial law is their ability, because
uh,
here, remember, Barr, the Attorney General, was talking about suspending the Constitution.
oh,
There was no
and
uproar.
he's serious. And then you're talking about Anthony Fauci. I understand what he's saying by saying you have to have some kind of card, a note from your doctor
Oh my
saying
God.
that you're not
No, you heard
affected
about
anymore.
that card. Now that card it's like an immunity certificate. How do you have an immunity certificate against a disease that you told us we can get more than once?
And
So
they
how do you get immune against something that you can get more than once? They're saying you can get that disease more than once.
And
So
you know,
what
and
is the proof?
they wouldn't do this with the common cold. We wouldn't put up with it on people get colds and the flu all the time, and people die of this
Exactly.
stuff. I'm not saying
Exactly.
this is worse
They
than the
said
flu.
7,000 people die from poverty daily.
Well,
Now,
people just die. Now
if
people just
every
die.
day somebody died from poverty, someone got on television
Well,
and counted the deaths, you'd be scared of poverty.
no, I know, but I think it's 7,000 people die every day, something like that. People die every day,
Yeah,
which is really, it happens. It's life. It sucks, but it is.
right.
But the thing about we're not having a real discussion, and a lot of the journalists, I know some of these journalists are scared. When you start telling the truth or questioning
Well, you
authority,
become fake news. And
yes.
remember how the president revoked one of those journalist credentials? You can't, you can't critically analyze anyone anymore. You become the enemy, and the enemy now is the person doing what the Edward Morrows used to do: question, probe. That's what the press was supposed to do. We weren't supposed to just take. It's like the science of dictatorship. Anthony Fauci says it. It must be true. What?
But
No. Well,
even
where are you getting that?
the
Yesterday
discussion,
you said something totally different. Can we get some proof?
I'm
But
gonna,
no, you let me say something on Facebook, they want 1,000 cited references
I
from
know.
little old me.
I'm trying to
But
get.
Anthony Fauci says that it's the truth. Come
I
on.
know we
Come
trying.
on.
I'm trying to keep this podcast under 10 minutes or so. But I want to start having a conversation like President Trump about how do we start letting things sort of get back to a new normal. Because of course, if you are going to be infected, you have underlying health causes and problems or whatnot, you should stay in the house. The rest
And
of
that's
us should
another
start.
thing. They're
Go ahead.
skewing the numbers. If I fall down the steps and I had cancer and the cancer was going to kill me, how do you know what killed me? The fall or the cancer? What they're doing now is they're giving everything to COVID-19. I mean, just because you test positive for it is not a death
Well,
sentence.
that's the other conspiracy theory is that they're telling the public that this person died partially because of the COVID virus, 19 virus, but they didn't have it or wasn't tested for it.
Right.
This is some.
And that's skewing
Yeah,
numbers.
I
And
don't
once you
know. It's
start skewing
scary.
numbers, what can you believe now?
I don't know. It's really.
Exactly.
I mean, who do you believe? But I want the public to start demanding that. Okay, the economy's not going to come back right away. We're going to deal with this Great Depression for the next year and a half or so. But slowly, let's get back to normal. Let's not go into May. Let's like start this process by the
Well,
end of this month or next week.
well, let's understand that a lot of people have lost their jobs and they're not going to have jobs to go back to.
Oh,
And most
I'm
people
worried
want,
because I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Now they gonna give me a UBI where they give me $2,000 a month to sit at home. Okay, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
well, and if they're going to give that, what's taking so long? In Canada, I was told you can make a call and within 3 days. You've got some kind of resources in your pocket.
Well,
What is taking so long?
In Spain and other European countries, they're talking about establishing some type of universal basic income because they know some
Right.
of these jobs are not coming back, and then you got
Exactly.
the robots coming. Come on, and so the American
So
people.
what does America become if we go down that route? We are totally we're not we're against everything that we say we are. We're supposedly about the free,
Yeah. Forget
the,
all of that. The masses have to say enough's enough. What's that old
yeah.
movie? Man started hollering out the window. He said, I'm not taking it anymore. I can't take. Well, I forgot. You know the old movie? He was a newsman. He said, I can't take this anymore. And the American public has to start. You got to start writing letters to your elected officials and
Well,
emailing
you
them
got
or
to
whatever.
start thinking and stop swallowing everything that you're being force fed. We've got to get back to the freedom to have critical thought. Once you give up critical thought, they can tell you anything
When I
in
saw that,
health.
you were in Philadelphia. When I saw that black
Yes.
man downtown Philadelphia got dragged off that bus, I said, okay,
By
people.
about 10 police officers. And what was his crime? Getting on a bus to go to work. He wasn't getting on the bus just
Wait. We supposed to have a mask on, and a few weeks ago, the mask, they didn't want you to have a mask. They say mask didn't
exactly
work.
because they
Now the
remember
mask,
they were
now you got to have a mask, and they drag you
right.
off the bus because you ain't got no mask on. This
And
is
they only
scary
made that
stuff.
policy the night before. And he probably just didn't know.
When you
Now,
start saying
the
you
first
can't
and
go.
foremost, people are selling masks in Philadelphia for $30. Who's got $30 for a
But what is a
mask?
mask? I put on a bandana. Now you look like a criminal.
There you go. And like those two brothers in Walmart got dragged out and they had on surgical masks. So I mean, you just can't seem to win.
And like you say, if you don't have your card saying that you have immunity or something, you can't work. You can't walk down
And
the
how do
street.
you have immunity to something that you can get more than once?
Marcia Logan, the man, I'm not upset. I'm upset with the masses who are going along with this crap. They
Me
should
too.
say no, no. We can rationally talk about this.
Exactly.
I understand
No,
about
but you
being.
can't now. Rational thought
I
is the
know
enemy.
being quarantined for 2 weeks, maybe 3. I get it, but this 6 weeks, 7 weeks destroy the economy and
No,
just
they're talking about it's going into the summer.
what this
Now,
country.
God forbid we
You're
overload
gonna
the system,
you're gonna have
the grid,
riots.
and you
You're
don't
gonna
have
have
any.
riots in the street, and maybe that's what they want to establish martial law. When we start having
Yeah,
riots in the
well,
street,
I hear people now saying that we should establish martial law because people are walking too close to each other. So people are
well,
ready for martial
people,
law.
listen. You got people who are millionaires are going to lose their buildings. I mean, you got. I mean, I'm not talking about multi-millionaires like billionaires. I'm talking about
Right.
people who got because $1 million ain't a lot of money. They losing their family
Yeah.
businesses. This is some serious stuff that we need some serious leadership. It ain't coming out of Washington right now.
Nope.
But maybe President Trump will just get a backbone and say, "Hey, we're gonna do this. All right, stop playing games. We're gonna go back to work slowly. The people who are sick need to stay at home. The people who ain't sick, okay, we're gonna do some herd immunity, and we're gonna move right along like this is the common flu."
Makes sense to me.
You got a final word?
Don't let this virus take away your ability to think. Don't let free thought, of which America supposedly stands, be one of the casualties of this virus.
Marcia Logan from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.